Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to Slide 3, Honor Among Thieves. Just like the selection in the episode menu says. Previously, we finished up with Dead Men Tell No Tales, as we were able to thwart Lafouille with Penelope of all people, the one who got captured to begin with, and Dimitri is now an official member of the Cooper Gang, which means we now have our entire army of thieves ready to tackle the Cooper Vault job. And today that's exactly what we're gonna do, but before we get to that, there's a couple of things I want to mention. First things first, I neglected to do this after finishing up the pirate episode. We haven't seen the concept art for what this episode has, so let's take a quick look at that. Like a sketch of the town. I think I was using the cutscene that was introducing this episode. Another one. Skull Keep looks really gloomy in the nighttime. I guess they ever want to do like the nighttime version of this level, that's probably what it would have looked like. Nothing remarkable about that. That looks like Dagger Island, I think. The Devil's Claw. Or that might be the exit of Bloodbath Bay, it looks like it. The Rusty Blade. That might have been the pirate bar that we saw Black Spot Pete in. It might have been like a rough concept of what that pirate bar was beforehand. Pirate Jaguar Tiki, that's what we saw at Dagger Island. And there's the ship I guess we commandeered. Generic Galleon. Even they knew how generic the boat was. If one of them actually decided to label that. That's pretty funny. Goes to show that the devs even have a sense of humor for their own source material. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that does look really frightening, but when you come down to it, the sharks in this game aren't that threatening at all. Let's see, I guess that's a crusher. Giant squid monster. Doesn't look that different from what it turned out to be in the end. This, on the other hand, though. I wonder what that breed is. Looks like a bulldog. Maybe that was like the original idea for the Chihuahua, but then they switched breeds afterwards? Could be. I'm just judging that based on the size. That guy kinda looks like Mugshot, not gonna lie. Imagine Mugshot as a pirate, that would be something. There's Black Spot Pete, who had a minor role in this entire episode. Oh, there's the Chihuahua. I guess they thought of that like to begin with? Probably. Like I said, they could have changed that for the bulldog idea. I don't really know for sure. There's the Penelope bomb. Here's Penelope herself. With a cutlass, no less. And there's Lafouille, one of the better villains of this game. In my opinion, I think he's the most threatening villain we've ever had to face to date. And I don't really notice the Swiss Army claw he has, or I guess hook for that matter. Maybe that was the idea they went with beforehand, but they decided to scrap it because you don't really see Lafouille in combat that much, like just the one time that was in the operation. The other thing I want to mention is once you are able to complete 80% of this game, wait, not the hazard room, no, we don't go back to the hazard room whatsoever. We have no more purpose to be in here. That was the wrong selection I picked. No, for completing 80% of this game, you will unlock a brand new movie, which is labeled by this picture. This is the evolution of Sly video. It's pretty much more behind the scenes stuff that you would learn from during this game's development and from previous Sly games too. If I'm not mistaken, this might be the movie that mentions the Scrap Monaco level for Band of Thieves. I might be thinking of the behind the scenes film from the second game. I'm not too sure about that, but in either one of those movies, it does mention that. Originally, you couldn't actually see this movie if you were playing the PAL version of this game. It was not available in PS2 copies for European players. The only way you could watch it at the time was by seeing it online, but that is included in the collection version for this game if you are playing a PAL copy. So now we've got all that taken care of, let's begin the final episode of this game.
All these memories, they just bring me back to the same place. Getting crushed to death in the fist of some genetics experiment gone wrong. Not the way I thought I'd go out. Shame, really. Now that we've got this big gang, more like a pack of misfits. Either way, we'd become a team. We had some real potential there. Could have pulled off some big jobs. We were so close. The door to the Cooper vault was opening. But that Dr. M, if there's any justice, he'll get his. I just wish I'd seen what was in there. A stockpile of my family's accomplishments. Would I have measured up? What would I contribute? Would my father have been proud of me or ashamed? Funny, but here I am at the end, and suddenly all I can think about is what a coward I've been towards Carmelita. I never took the next step. Looking at Bentley and Penelope, it's clear what life is about. If Carmelita was here, I'd tell her straight out how I feel, and quit playing around. Put our professional differences aside and see if we can make it work. But that'll never happen now. I can't take this crushing. Just let the pain stop.
Get your squad together. We're about to see some action.
Yes, ma'am. Lock and load, you apes. We're going in.
Hold on, Ringtail. Attack!
Slight confession, I completely forgot about Cane Island when I was starting this episode on my very first playthrough. I was having so much fun going down memory lane that I totally forgot that we were ultimately assembling the Cooper gang so we could go back to this island and get to the Cooper vault. Felt like kind of a fool when that happened at first. And speaking of being foolish, I should probably pay more attention to all my mercenaries getting flung back at me. So what we're seeing off in the background, that thing that has possession of Sly, that's the mutant primate. A kind of a creation from Dr. M. You'll notice throughout the entirety of your time in this episode that Dr. M has a thing for mutants.
So, you've got friends. I've got a shot.
Just keep shooting at the mutant primate. That's your only method of attacking it. And now we're gonna see these mutant, I think, alligators that are now coming your way. One shot from your shock pistol will take them out. You could try kicking them over the ledge. Either way, you'll be able to kill them. And get some health pickups too if you're lucky. Just get rid of you. And now, we're on to the final showdown of this mutant primate. Like I said before, just keep shooting this thing. Not much else to it. Apparently there's a glitch in this game that will be able to make you explore this landscape as Carmelita and as Sly too. I don't know the specifics of it for sure, but all I know that it exists. To be honest, I've had my suspicions about that for years, but never really looked it up. But it does exist out there.
You harpy witch! Why are the police invading my home?
I'm here to see that justice is done.
Justice? I'm the victim here, defending what's mine from thieves!
Looked to me like you were attempting to murder that man.
That man, please, you know this is Sly Cooper. You're as transparent as you are narrow-minded.
Cooper is a criminal. I'm here to bring him and all lawbreakers to justice.
I'm no lawbreaker. It was all self-defense.
First things first. Put Cooper down and we'll talk terms.
Sorry, Madam Cop, I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. Although I can throw you a long, long way. Go and smash that woman. Crush her bones to paste and toss her in the sea where no one will ever find her. Now to find that cane. I can't believe this idiot just brought it to me. Poor fool. He looks just like his father, and he's just as dead.
Sly! He's over here! He's still breathing? He's alive! Hang in there, pal! You're gonna be okay! We'll get you back to the ship and patch you up! Sly's gonna make it, although he's suffered a major concussion. If he were up and about, I'm sure he'd want us to retrieve his family cane.
Go grab the thing. Jump in, do the swim, and take it. Legit, eh, my main man, bro?
Won't be that simple. That's an electromagnetic buoy. Dr. M has set them up all around the island to snag approaching metal boats. We just lucked out that we came here in a wooden ship.
She's right. Get too close and your diving gear will magnetize to it.
Ha, da, da, ha!
That's an excellent idea, Guru. You're the only member of the team who doesn't carry metal equipment. If you can convince some of the local sharks into joining you in an attack, it might be enough to break the buoy.
Order time.
Jump on the shark and possess him. You'll need to ride out to the rest of the pack. You'll need to jump from shark to possess them all. After you've befriended them once, they'll follow wherever you go.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are not stopping for any reason in this episode.
Lead that pack of sharks to the buoy. Heads up, looks like Dr. M has installed an automated marine defense system.
Once you start this episode, you're not stopping for any reason to get to a safe house. So if you wanted to...
You'll need to jump off and get on top of the buoy to activate it. That'll drive those sharks into an attack frenzy. Nice work. Find some more sharks and keep at it.
So if you want to get any gadgets before starting Honor Among Thieves, not the game, you've been long into this game at this point if you made it this far. If you start the episode before collecting all the gadgets, you won't have any opportunity to do that during this episode. Which means if you want to collect everything from the Thief Dev shop, you'll have to either quit this episode to go back to any of the preceding levels to get all the remaining gadgets that you haven't got yet, or just get them all before you even touch the opening of this episode at all. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to get everything before starting the grand finale, do it before you actually start the grand finale.
Yes, you're a force of nature. Aided by nature. Naturally.
Thanks, Bentley. I'll be sure to remember that. Oh boy.
Cool, Guru.
Oh, this stupid shark is nuts.
Intensified.
It's not cooperating that much. It hit the buoy like multiple times. Speaking of the shark, the more sharks you assemble, the more traps you'll have to avoid. And there are various amount of traps you'll have to keep an eye out on. The most dangerous one is that electric buoy that will have a small timer ticking down before it does electrify a small portion of the water. My best bet is to you. Oh, I was going the entirely different way. Oh, crud. Well, I'm gonna have to make a long swim to the other direction. As I was saying about that electric buoy of sorts, to avoid it completely, all you have to do is wait till it almost stops beeping, like in the last second or two, and then jump to avoid any damage from it. And I completely died because I went the wrong way. I kind of figured that was going to happen. And for the electric buoy as well. Thankfully, the game does save any progress you've made with the sharks up until you return back to the buoy to begin with. So you don't have to start from the very beginning in order to assemble them all again. This is a pretty standard job actually. Just showing you once again how important the guru's possessing ability is. And once you do possess a shark and then leave it, it will follow you no matter what, at least up until you die. Or that happens. Okay, that's something I didn't know about. So apparently if you fall too far away, you can't respawn. Alright then, that's something I didn't know about. I'm usually a lot more careful than what I'm doing right now to get through this job. But you know, commentating plus actually playing the game doesn't really help your skill that much for the most part. Multitasking is pretty tough to do at times. So let's possess all these sharks again. Okay, now they'll all follow me back to the buoy, provided that I do not die first. I mean, I will have to really balls this up really badly with this amount of sharks if I want to get back there. And I'm not doing a really good job right now. Already halfway depleted this shark's entire health. I'm really bad with that electric buoy timing, jeez. Oh, it doesn't matter, I made it back to where I need to be. There should be at least one more pack we have to herd. Yep, there is. So let's hope this shark cooperates. And it doesn't. It's going to keep ramming itself into the buoy. And I get sent sky high because of it. Where'd it go? Oh, there you are. Please, just cooperate. Get away from the buoy. And let's get to your last pack of friends. Or we could die beforehand. That works too, I guess. You know, who really needs to get that cane? I'm pretty sure Sly will be a-okay without it. I mean, it's not like it's a family heirloom or anything, passed down from generation to generation of the Cooper lineage. It's not like it's a key factor to get into the Cooper vault at all. We can just keep failing this job over and over again while Sly just perpetually recovers from his concussion, and he'll never know about what we're doing as a part of our lack of progress. And I really went on a bit of a tangent there. I guess I'm just not really doing a good job because I usually am a lot better with this whole herding thing, like I said before. Let's just possess the rest of these sharks and get back there as soon as possible. This is, in my opinion, the least exciting job that you have to go through in this entire episode, so I just want to get this done as soon as possible. Maybe that's why I'm doing so bad. I just want to rush through this entire job. There we go, got the timing that time. Oh, that was really lucky there. I have no idea how I dodged that mine. It appeared right in front of my freaking nose, and I somehow escaped unscathed. I know I got missiles to worry about. Those are like the easiest traps to avoid apart from the mines. That's provided the mines don't spawn in front of your face like it did to me. I'm expecting at least one more electric buoy we have to deal with. Nope, just the mines. Got off really lucky there. Those traps are randomly generated, so you never know which trap you're gonna go up against until it literally appears right in front of your face. So be prepared for any and all traps that do come your way when you're herding the sharks.
It's okay, Guru. The cane's not lost. We've got a diver on the team, remember? I'll have Penelope prep Dimitri for the job. Don't talk like that. No one else could have got the cane off that magnet. You're a credit to the team. Just leave your shark friends behind. They freak me out.